Hi, in this video I will try to make a code that makes Mario big, seem big always, but really isn't. So he will always seem big even when he loses the mushroom. So I'll start by resetting and clearing change counts and have it equal to 0 changes. This will sort the list to only display those that have 0 changes. And what I'm going to do is only have it change when he becomes Big Mario. So it's still 0 changes. Even now it's still 0 changes. And now it's greater. I can clear change counts. It should still be equal to 0 changes until I become smaller. So we can already sort away some addresses. Now make myself small. So this should be greater than 0 now. One. I can add sheet. And I can make this 1. Perhaps it doesn't update until I die or something. It's still small. Okay, so that's the actual state of Mario. He's always big now. But I'm after the visual only, so this isn't the visual. Let's see if this is the visual. I'm adding the sheet. Okay, so now he's big, even though he's really small. But if I take this, okay, so he's still big. That's good. So there was a user that said he had this kind of code, but it froze when he was in the castle area. So there was a comment on the earlier Super Mario Bros. 1 video that I made. So I'm going to see if I can just go to the castle area and see if it freezes there. But this is a RAM address, of course, the RAM sheet. I want to make a ROM sheet, and that will require some more codes. Or some more work. Okay, so now we'll see if the game will freeze. I'll make a save state here. The game doesn't freeze. Even though it froze on the code that he presented, or at least it did for him. Oh no, well, I think we can be satisfied that it doesn't freeze, but maybe I should defeat Bowser just to see. It's easier said than done. No. Yeah, it just works as it should. When this is 0, then Super Mario is Super Mario. I'm going to delete these. Add 0, 7, 5, 4. Right. Disable that. You can see here that it turns to 0. No, it turns to 1 as soon as I disable it. Let's reset the game. There should be a place where it turns to 1. So A00, that's actually what we want. Now it turns to 1 here. Load A01. I guess I could 0757. What does that do? That's here. Well, I'm just going to set both to 0. 9062. 9062. It was 01. Becomes 00. Add sheet list. Yeah, we have to reset again. And now it's big. Extended OR. We should set it to 1. We want it to be 0. So 070B will probably always be 1 in this situation. Maybe we should just load that instead and store, and then it will become 0 and store here, because I want the minimum amount of codes. I could make LDA 00 as well, but I think I try this. B261, B261, 54, we make that 0B, add sheet list. I'm not sure what's going to happen if I take a flower, then it will be 02, and it will make the exclusive OR, but I don't know what happens then. We'll just see. It won't work now. Now it will become little because the execution point is here, so the changes will not take effect. But I'll just reset and see what happens. So that happened as it should. That's as it should. What if I lose now? It will still be 00. That's great. This code is just so that it starts big. It would be hard to have always big with just one code. Okay, so we know that works. I want to see what happens if I collect. Oh no, what happens there? If I collect the flower now and then a mushroom, or a flower again. Ow. That wasn't intended. I think I'll just reset. I am also going to try to make this a one code effect. Okay, so that just works as is intended. Let's see if I go to the castle area. I don't see why this should freeze the game. Okay, so he's little now. I wonder if okay, so this isn't written to. It's just because it's a ROM code, it isn't persistent. I'll just reset. Yeah. I have to make sure that it doesn't freeze in the castle area. So I have to play until I get there. Okay, I thought that was big. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Oh no, then he starts small. Aha. Let's see here. Is it game over? No. Okay. So I need a third code. 9268. 9268. 0100. Okay, so 3 codes. But I'm sure I can make it only 1 code if I can find another point where it sets the address to 00 all the time. Then I could change that to be this address instead. Then he will always appear big. If it is set all the time. Just to check. Yes. And going down pipes could also be. Okay, so it works there. It wouldn't be any reason to set the appearance when he goes down a pipe anyway. But I think I had a different code I was making some time ago where I had to account for that as well. I just have to account or have to remember that he is indeed small. Hard to do when you look at it. This is pretty interesting. You have to keep track on if you have taken any mushroom or not. I can verify it by hitting a mushroom block. If there is a mushroom, then I'm small. Yeah, I'm small. And it shouldn't freeze here. I'm a bit afraid because his hitbox is much bigger now that he's big mine. But he still only have 1 hit point. Ooh, yes. And it still doesn't freeze, but maybe he will return small now. No. And again, why should he? So I guess this code works. These 3 codes. You may notice that I say code as singular even if it is 3 codes, but that's just the language I have to use. Otherwise the code is actually the effect, so it's only one effect. So. Or you could say it's a set of codes, one set of codes. But the jargon is that we say it's a code. I will try to find if an address is set to 0 in that range all the time. That would be nice. Here we have one. 0773. I don't know what that does, but it's set to 0, probably all the time. If I just change that to 0754 instead, then that would always set to 0. But of course this might have a purpose, so we'll just see what happens. Sometimes you can get away with something like that. 80DC was 73 and will now be 54. So now this will always be set to 0, I hope. Yeah, I'm going to see. You notice now that this is the only code that's active. Okay, it has some effect. So I can't use that, obviously. And now it freezes as well. Let's see. Okay, so that wasn't a good code. Going to see if I can find some other way. Maybe I can. Well, let's see. Maybe I don't want to mess with that. Or that. Or that. Maybe this is something I can use. seems innocent enough. B339. B339. 14 becomes 54. Let's see. Obviously there might be some glitches. But if those glitches aren't game breaking, then maybe it's good enough. Still haven't noticed any glitches. Okay, here's a glitch. I can't duck or crouch. Okay, so we don't want that. Well, I could do like this. B3 2B. 32B. AC. Uh, 28D. She's stored. Load a zero story 0754. That might work better. Okay, so I reset and he's big. Can he crouch now? Yes, he can. Great. But of course there might be glitches as well. But I should see B32B and B32B. See what Y value is there. Oh, it's 12. It's expecting to load the Y value of this, so it's expecting 0 if he is big, but it is 12. That might do something. Let's see. B338. Okay, so it's only it goes there if it is not equal, if the y value is not 0. Otherwise it skips here. Let's see what happens. Okay, it arrives here anyway, so maybe that saves us. Because it doesn't actually use the y value, it just checks that it isn't 0. Yeah. Yeah, here y is 0 anyway, so that doesn't really matter. That's good, because then there might not be any glitches at all, and it can still done. Break blocks and stuff. Just see what happens here. Yeah, here blocks. We can back, we can take each one. See if I can perform this. I'm going to see if the game crashes at the castle. Take away the codes now. I'm suspecting it will work just fine because it isn't like messing with something that should matter. I'm going to check the hitbox as well for the enemies to see if the game recognizes him as small. No. That would be here, I think. He has the hitbox of Big Mario still. Okay, so I guess that's enough for this time. Thank you for watching.